All right, so you and I are both metalheads.
Yeah.
And when I was a kid, I was reading Goosebumps. There was no soundtrack for it, but in my mind, I was thinking like maybe R.L. Steinbeck could be a metalhead. He has ghouls and monsters. So I was wondering, you and I sang "Dia Holy Diver" once to Angelina Jolie.
You've been down too long in the midnight sea.
Oh, what's becoming of me?
Sorry. Inside thing.
Sorry.
Ride the tiger.
What if we were to come up with an R.L. Stein metal playlist? What would be on that list after playing him? What do you think you would have it?
Well, he would definitely have some Ozzy Osbourne on there. Probably Crazy Train. What else in there? I mean, yeah, whenever I think horror, I do think heavy metal.
Iron Maiden?
Yes, of course. Number of the Beast.
2 Minutes to Midnight?
Yeah.
2 minutes
To midnight. But who else? Gotta put in some Judas Priest.
Breaking the Law?
Although that's not as evil. That's sort of a jam. That's like, what are you think of the evil ones? You think of maybe Motley Crue? Shout at the devil.
Dude, best Metallica album ever, and Justice for All. Come on.
Oh yeah, because one.
Blackened.
Why do you think they always end all of their concerts with one? They save that for the encore because it's their most powerful jam of all time.
Now, I was thinking about this because you've played so many iconic characters in your career. If, let's say 5 of them came back and came into your real life and you could, interact with them and hang out in your daily life, which ones would be fun to hang out with?
Yeah.
Which ones would just be an absolute nightmare?
Well, obviously, Dewey Finn from School of Rock is the party man. You want to jam with him. Nacho, gotta say Nacho. He's a fun-loving expert of the art of wrestling. Who else?
Tropic Thunder guy might not be too much fun to hang out with.
Tropic Thunder, man, he parties too hard. He always starts out fun, but then around 3 a.m. you're like, dude, enough. We're gonna die tonight. Who else?
There's a great moment in the movie when you're at the ice rink and you're trying to get the Abominable Snowman to get back in this book.
Yeah.
And it's this epic moment, the CGI looked incredible. I'm wondering, how does that look on set when you're shooting it? Are they blowing wind in your face? How do they do that moment?
Yeah, there's wind and there's lights, but it's all just in your imagination. There's nothing really there. There's just you have to say, they say action, you go, hold on, I'm imagining him. Okay, there he is. There's a ton of pretend going on there.
Good to see you, man.
Thanks, bro.
Congratulations
Good to see you too.
Now, you have arguably the greatest scream I've ever heard in a film in my life. Now, there's 2 versions of it. It's one that sounded probably like you, and then there's also a really high-pitched one. Are they both you? And if not, how do they do it?
Both me. The high-pitched one was probably the first take. And that's just where I can, bring out the best.
That really is you?
Yeah, it was me. It was.
You did it.
I'm proud to admit it. It's my scream.
You gotta do one. Can you do one in this room?
Oh my gosh. Okay, everybody, you might want to.
Everybody cover the
earmuffs. Okay.
Mike, get ready. Turn down the volume.
Oh God. Let's see how this goes. That wasn't it.
That is
Something like that.
Seriously?
Gosh.
You should be on Scream Queens. What's going on?
She has a better scream.
Oh my God! Why would you know not to?
I think we need a scream off here.
We all scream
I don't have
together
a
then.
scream,
Then we have to scream together.
All right,
it might not come out.
together.
All right.
Dylan, yours can be very
If
manly.
you guys don't scream, I'm gonna slap you.
Okay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, I actually.
I didn't scream.
This is
this
is incredible. The Ferris wheel scene's unbelievable, and I won't give away where it is, but it's in the trailer. We see you guys rolling down.
Yeah.
Do they put you in an actual cart, and are they flipping you? How are they pulling that moment off?
I think we're just being rocked, right?
Yeah,
It was a cart.
It was a few different sections of that scene, but yeah, it was.
It took a while to finish that.
We were in one cart, and then they pushed us, and then we were like, what? And
So
then
they built-
it was so many things.
And then
They
we
built
screamed.
half of the Ferris wheel and then CGI the other top half, and we were just.
And what else they do? They put so for visual effects, they'll put this thing on your head that has GoPros all around, and you make 100 facial expressions.
Oh, cool.
And so
and
when
then they
they're doing
digitally make you because they have every you're just
So what? Yeah, and so
they
when they're
have-
making
yeah.
the Ferris wheel roll, with visual effects,
We're
they put our actual
So we're not
bodies in there that
describing
they scanned from the visual effects.
So the scene when the Abominable Snowman comes out and you guys get blown back as it comes out of the book, how do they shoot that moment? Do they pull you back on wires? I know it's CGI, but how do they blow you guys back from the?
How did we do that ourselves?
I think we just kind of fell back, but I think that was actually some stunt doubles when they did the actual fall back.
They jumped.
But I think we did it like a light version.
Yeah, and sometimes you pick it up from that moment. They shoot you here, and then they shoot you here, and then they shoot wide of the doubles doing it, and then they go close, wide, close.
But I remember the air. They had these big fans blowing.
That's
There was,
filming.
like, stuff going off the floor, like in my eyes and mouth. Remember that?
We always had wind machines. Do you remember?
There was a lot of wind machines. Yeah.
That's
I just
awesome.
remember.
You know, your character's obviously going to a new town. He's going to a new school, and I'm wondering, like, for you as actors, kind of a serious question. When you guys pop on a movie set for the first time, is there a similar feeling of going to a new school, like in the sense of adjusting and kind of fit in with like the cliques and stuff like that? Do you find that?
Yeah, it's like that
Yeah.
first day of lunch. You're kind of like, okay, where do I
Yeah.
go sit? Yeah, it's just
It's
meeting
always
the new.
nerve-wracking.
So he's like, how am I gonna remember people's names?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then a week into it, you're already family, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, this is just me. I'm a big J.J. Abrams fan. There were some J.J. Abrams lens flares in this
Really?
film.
Oh
Like
my
there's some like
gosh.
the blue anamorphic lens flares.
Well,
that
him
he-
and Rob Letterman are friends, so I don't know if
Knew
he's
it.
trying to pull a little
They
bit.
were like childhood friends or like
Yeah.
teenagehood friends at
I
least.
think he was at his wedding or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
It had an Amblin feel to it a little
Yeah,
bit. It
yeah.
definitely
That's
did.
what
That's what he wanted. That's what we
Yeah.
wanted.
Yeah.
Cool. Guys, thank you so much. It was an
Thank you.
honor geeking
Oh
out
my
with you.
God.
Hey,
Hey,
thank you
awesome.
so
Oh,
much.
thank you.
Thank you so
We're
much.
gonna see you in
Awesome.
LA. Are you out here?
Oh,
Or?
I live in D.C. So
We want to hang out.
Right.